So you know how I tell you guys always preach about don't get caught up in cliches, keeps you stuck. Somebody has to explore the boundaries outside of cliches. You get caught in cliches, then you get caught in a crowd. You're just doing what everybody else doing. These wise words to say you do the opposite. Now let's be reasonable here. It doesn't. I'm not. It doesn't account for all things, guys. I'm just talking about. Let me give you guys an example. I don't want to be long. um, and I said this before, but things have to be said again. There are no secrets with me. And I told you guys there's a devilish side to me that people bring out because they choose to be what they are. So, and men really have a problem with this. That's why women, I told you guys, women, they love a guy who has his feminine and masculine attributes balanced out. Because a woman don't have to show you how tough she is. I remember Bobby Hemmett told a story about some man had did something to her. I think he was cheating on her or something. Then he like hit her or something. And she and women don't try this. You'll be in prison. She just waited till he went to sleep, and Bobby said she stuck a hot iron to this man's back. Bobby said nothing was coming out but guts after she stuck that iron to his hot iron. And there are other stories of women doing. See, women don't. You always have a vulnerable spot, so it's no use of going out here pretending you rough and tough. If you have a physical body, you can be hurt. Bottom line. But that's not why I do it, guys, because I worry about pain or physical pain or harm, anything like that. So most guys walk around with their ego. They want to prove, they go out here in the world and they feel inferior. A lot of people have inferiority complexes. That's another stuff people don't understand about me. When you run into somebody like me that doesn't have an inferiority complex, it means that no matter who you put in front of me, I still see them as, a man. I don't have an inferiority complex like that. Oh, maybe a little bit, but not like the average person out here, right? Obviously. But the average man goes out here and you want to prove everything to everybody. You want to use the rules at your job to make you feel like a man. You're just begging him and pleading for the world, to see how smart you is and stuff like that. So the average man I come across, well, I don't have a lot of guy friends because the average guy I come across, he's trying to prove something. I don't deal with that energy. Let's say I'm talking to another man, and let's say I'm smarter than him, but I'm going to let him talk. But it's not like I'm thinking that when I'm talking to another man. Not at all. It just ends up where they end up attacking me first. And I'm just like, see, that's exactly why I don't, I don't deal with mofos out here. Right? It's exactly why I don't deal with mofos, man. It's always the same thing. Because like when the average man comes around me and they see me in my natural state, just joking around, relaxed, they to them that translates as naive or weak, not knowing. I remember I could sit here and bounce this man off the floor like a basketball if I wanted to. But they going through all these emotions, emotions. Don't give me to singing Mariah Carey emotions, y'all. I do it. If you, no, don't tempt me to do so. I do it. But so a lot of men got inferiority complexes. Just think, I see that now, and I'm not even a rich person, right? Allegedly. I can't imagine like if I was rich, you come across the average guy out here, and you could immediately spot out that inferiority complex in somebody. But you're thinking in your mind, like, don't you know you don't have to act like that? Why do you act like that? That's why I kind of have a fear of being rich because I already see that now and it irritates me. I'm like, man, imagine if I was rich, how much you would see that. Well, you first of all, you wouldn't want to tell anybody. Well, I mean, if you're on TV, you can't hide it. It gets to a point you don't even want to. I mean, you wish you could put on a mask and people would didn't know who you were, so you could just see them. Just act normal. But again, inferiority complex. These people with the inferiority complexes. But just to close this out, guys. Again, going off into tangent here. My whole thing is to be the opposite of what like other guys are doing, but I'm not doing it on purpose. It's actually natural. Okay, I might sprinkle a little bit. I might sprinkle a little bit uh with an extra theater, just to get a laugh. You got to make fun of this stuff. But I do the opposite. As a man, you're supposed to go out here and pretend. I heard one person say one time, a family member say, if you don't know something, you got to pretend like you know it. That's not my philosophy. Uh, I'm not pretending nothing. Like I actually have a childlike nature about me. I don't have to prove to see when you got it like that again. If you know you look good, or if you know you strong, or if you know you intelligent, you ain't got to be out here trying to prove it to people. You could just be yourself, and then you deal with things accordingly. So all my life, I just been the opposite of what the average male is, and it angers. That's the crazy thing about it. Instead of most guys like taking note, that it angers them. Why are you so angry at somebody that's childlike or weak, and all these things that you perceive it to be? Well, why are you so angry? You're supposed to be busy out here trying to prove to the other intellectuals that you're intellectual. So why is the focus on me, little old me? Don't make no sense.